Dusty the donkey had carried heavy sacks his whole life. Now that he was old, his master said he wasn't useful anymore. "But I am useful," Dusty declared to a little bluebird on a branch. "I have a wonderful voice. I'll go to the town of Bremen and become a famous musician." On the road to Bremen, Dusty saw an old dog named Buddy lying sadly by the path. "My legs are too slow for hunting now," Buddy whimpered. "Don't you worry," said Dusty with a kind smile. "You have a fantastic, deep bark. It would be perfect for our band. Come with me to Bremen." Buddy's tail thumped the ground. "A band? I'd love that." A little farther on, they spotted a sleek cat named Ginger, grooming her whiskers with a gloomy look. "My owner says I'm too lazy because I like to nap in the sun," she sighed. "Napping is very important," said Buddy. "And you have a lovely, rumbling purr. It would be the softest sound in our band." Ginger's eyes lit up. A musician? What a marvelous idea. Soon, a loud cock-a-doodle-doo echoed from a farm gate. It was a rooster named Rusty. "What a magnificent voice," said Ginger. Rusty puffed out his chest, but then looked sad. "They want to turn me into soup," he crowed. "Not if you're our lead singer," said Ginger. "We need a powerful crow like yours for our band." Rusty flew down to join his new friends immediately. The four friends marched toward Bremen together. Dusty brayed a low hee-haw. Buddy barked a deep woof-woof. Ginger added a soft meow-purr, and Rusty crowed a loud cock-a-doodle-doo. Their music wasn't perfect, but it was made with happiness and friendship, and that made it the best song in the world. As the sun set, the woods grew dark. The friends were tired and hungry. Rusty, with his sharp eyes, flew onto Dusty's back to get a better view. "Look," he chirped, pointing a wing. "I see a light. It's a little house in the woods. Maybe we can find a snack and a cozy place to rest." Dusty tiptoed to the window and peeked inside. "Oh my," he gasped. "It's a gang of robbers, and they're eating a huge feast." The friends felt a shiver of fear, but Ginger wasn't scared. "I have a plan," she whispered cleverly. "If we combine all our voices, we can make one big, scary sound and frighten them away." The friends got into position. It was time for their first big performance. Dusty stood steady and placed his front hooves on the windowsill. Then Buddy, with a brave leap, jumped right onto Dusty's back. Next, nimble Ginger scrambled up and stood on Buddy's back. Finally, Rusty flew up and landed on Ginger's head. On the count of 3, they let out a tremendous noise. The robbers saw their strange, tall shadow and heard the wild music. "A monster!" they shrieked, and ran for their lives out the back door. The 4 musicians tumbled inside the cozy cottage. A warm fire was crackling, and the robbers' dinner was still on the table. They had everything they needed. They didn't need to go to Bremen to be famous. They had found a new home and a new purpose, all by working together. And being a friend was the best job of all.